Hello everyone, myself Rohit Aslim and today we are going to discuss about the topic that is deep learning for the intelligent transportation system under the guidance of the Dr. S.G. Anuradha. These are the contents that we are going to discuss in this topic. First is introduction. In this introduction, we should know about the two things. First is the deep learning and the second is the intelligent transportation system. So first we know what is deep learning. A deep learning is an artificial intelligence function that imitates the working of the human in the decision making. As in the machine learning process, the input is taken and later the humans do the further extraction and that they give it to the classifications and then the output is taken. But in the deep learning, the input is taken and the deep learning algorithm itself do the extraction, they do the classification and then gives the output. So as deep learning is a subset of the machine learning, it works similar to the machine learning, but it does not need the human interaction in the extraction of the process. So it is also it is in the artificial intelligence and it has the network capable of learning, that is unstructured data or the unlabeled, or also this is also known as the deep neural learning or the deep neural network. So next we know about the ITS. The ITS nothing but the intelligent transportation system. As we all know what are the transportation system, the intelligent transportation system is giving the more more features to the transportation system. An intelligent transportation is an advanced application which aims to provide the innovation services relating to the different modes of the transportation and the traffic management. So these deep learning techniques have been applied to the air transportation to make it intelligent, to use it for the better performance of the traffic, to control the traffic, to do the transportation from the one place to the another place, and also to have the proper transportation. So next we know about the objectives. The main objective of the ITS is to apply the information and communication technologies to the transportation. As to have the better transport system, we need to have the proper communication and the information, that where we have to travel, how we have to travel, those all things are to be known. So this ITS provides all those things necessary to make the transportation better. It can be applied in every transport mode, as it is applied to every, like train, buses, vehicles, cars, those all things. And this to manage the traffic, if we have a better transportation system, so the traffic will become less and there is less chances of making the traffic, and it increases the efficiency of the existing transportation infrastructure. As now what the transportation system we are having, or for before few years we was having, these ITS makes better infrastructure by using those applications. Next is area of the problem. Coming to the problem statement, as day by day many accidents will be occurring due to the improper traffic control by the passing of the cars and the vehicles from here and there. So this is the problem that is to be taken care, which may cause the huge damage to the human bodies, and many will die due to the traffic, that accidents and many more things. To control the traffic and the movement of the vehicles, these ITS is necessary. So next we know about the methodologies. The methodology that is proposed to carry out the design on the ITS architecture for an intermediate city. Like today many of the cities, developed cities are using the transportation systems which are developed. So these methodologies are provided to develop those transportations much more better, and We use these deep learning methodology for the improvement of the traffic management. As it comes to the traffic management, many of the methodologies are used to control the traffic by using the traffic signals, cameras, and speed cameras, speed control devices, and many more things. These methodologies are carried by the ITS using deep learning process, or it can be done in the proper way with the deep learning. These methods provide the better way of dealing with the problems that occur by the traffic. These methodologies that are provided for the ITS may provide the better way like dealing with the problems, as we saw in the problem statement that we are having a problem of a traffic accidents and many more things. So these methodologies helps to prevent those things that have the huge damage to the environment as well as to the health. Next, we know about the benefits. Coming to the benefits of the society or the organization, these ITS has its own benefits in the different fields. The ITS has been used in many of the fields, like for the health, environment, for the private traveling purposes, and for the communication process, and many more things. In those things, let me know about the few of the benefits that we can see here. Like in case of the health, safety, and environment benefits, here are as follows. First, create a traffic free zone and low emission zone in cities that reduce the pollution and premature deaths. These traffic free zones, like making the traffic to move slowly, or not making the vehicles to move, making the vehicles to move fastly, or do the process like arranging some of the cameras here and there, which reduces the traffic. And some smart motorways improve traffic safety as well as capacity. These are some apps which reduces the traffic by safely and reduces the capacity of moving of the vehicles on the road. These may reduce the pollution and as well as premature deaths, like many of the peoples die due to the accident. If we control the traffic, then the accidents will not occur. Then the average speed cameras deliver tangible improvements to casualty reductions, congestion improvements, and improved environmental factors. As we say that speed cameras, in many of the cities, these speed cameras are used. If we say in many of the other countries, these speed cameras are used that watches the vehicles at what speed the vehicle is traveling. Then it reduces the traffic, as if the vehicle crosses the speed limit that is adjusted in the camera, then those pictures are captured and they are taken for the further actions. Those type of apps we will see here, like here it comes eCall app, which is used for the health and the environment. Like eCall apps are built in or embedded in the cars or the vehicles. Like whenever the accident occurs, the app automatically sends the information to some satellite or the network. Those satellite or the network will communicate to the nearest healthcare centers by giving the device name or the car number and the address of those vehicles which have got accident. These e-call services have been mainly started in few years before, and these are being used mostly in many of the countries. These e-call apps help in preventing the deaths, as whenever the accident has occurred, suddenly the message is sent to the satellite and then from the healthcare centers. So the healthcare centers are taken the actions, and the deaths may reduce by taking the correct precautions at the correct times. Next, it comes to the environmental monitoring device. This is the environmental monitoring device which is used for monitoring the vehicles which are moving in the roads. And next, it comes to the fixed point speed cameras. Fixed point speed cameras, these are used for the uh, monitoring the vehicles which crosses the limit that is being already setted in the camera. These cameras are on whenever the device crosses these cameras. If the speed is below or equal to the speed that is already setted in the camera, it is left. If the vehicle crosses the limit, then those vehicles are captured in the cameras and they are taken further actions. Next we comes to the benefits of the public transportation. As with the ITS to come, public transportations are much more important, as we may travel to the different places which are unknown. So if we are unknown about the places and the roads, then these things are very important. Coming to the electric and the hybrid public transportation vehicles, these reduces the pollution. As with the electric buses, these are moving on the roads with the electricity, which does not cause any of the pollution like air pollution. These are moved with a very slow manner, and these are used in the very swift manner that may not cause any problem to the human beings. Then provision of the online information to the buses, trains and their passengers creates a better informed traveler and operator. As nowadays we use many of the apps and the Google to know about the transportation, where the bus is going, or the train at what time it arrives, and many more things. So these apps provides a better for the human beings who wants to travel in the better way. Whenever we go to the other places, we use the Google Maps, and according to that we can know from where to where we need to travel and what distance it is, in way what are the things that are present and how we need to travel. The transportation facility is also given. Then electronic ticketing enables faster, easier travel by public transport and provides management information, leading to improvement in transport system. As nowadays many of us will use a online ticketing, which make us not to go if to the ticket counter, wait in a queue and those things, which may cause time consuming. So ITS provides the easier travel by the public transport. These are the benefits that we have by the ITS with the transportation system. So next comes to the benefits of the traffic management. Online and roadside information to the drivers, equipping the vehicle with driver assistance to improve the efficiency and safety of road transport. Like, if we come to the drivers who want to travel, like roaming on the roadside gives the information to the drivers that may unknown. If they travel to the other places, if the road is unknown, then they can use these things to know the places which they are and what is the distance that they are going to travel. Here it comes the Stockholm Place Station, which is used for giving the information to the drivers, like the name of the station or the city area. It will be displayed on the board, and the even in the kilometers, how many kilometers need to be traveled and many more things. This provides the safety and the security benefits for the drivers, as with the if they know the things, they can travel in the better way, which is a safety and a security. It is no, they may not go in the other routes, which is also a security for them. Then comes to the economic benefits. Use of the telematics ITS devices to the vehicles. ITS devices to the vehicles leads to a more efficient motor insurance industry and also allows reduced premiums for young drivers. Like when the drivers take a car or any vehicle, they need to do the insurance, and with the accidents and all, which will be a loss for the insurance. So if the accidents are less, then the economy will be in a growth. There are safety benefits by imposing location and timing restrictions on high risk via insurance products. These insurance products will also provide benefits like knowing them time restrictions or the high risk for the drivers. So next is for the future scope. In the future, solutions are credentials for moving beyond just collecting data, providing information for one mode of transportation, like that is road traffic data. Further, many of the apps may be created which may provide the uh, information like by capturing on time and sending the data to the information that is needed. This to design multimodal ITS systems capable of real-time traffic information, and to make also a real-time things like sending the information, handling the traffic on the real time, and knowing the accidents and many more things. These are the conclusion. And coming to the conclusion, we know about the protecting vulnerable road users, then traffic management, how to manage the traffic. There are many other applications that are used for managing the traffic. Emergency response management, that we know about by the e-call services. And next, commercial vehicle operations, traffic and traveler informations. We know about the public transportation and the public transportation management. These are the some of the references that are used for the transportation system. And thank you.